Hey guys, Major Dodo here with another Kingdom Death Assembly Guide. This time we're handling Survivor number B, who I believe is more commonly known as Alister. This is a really simple one. It's only a couple of pieces, so this will be quick. First off, of course, snipping him off the sprue, just using a pair of plastic cutters. Snip here just to be safe. If you're not sure, snip further back. At the end of the day, it's better to be safe than sorry and have a little bit of extra carving to do. Leg. Now with this piece, there'll be a little bit of prep work afterwards to blend in the join where the arm meets the shoulder. I'll probably record that. I may do it live, we'll see. Grab another base from our stack of magnetized bases. Now these are the multi-part bases we'll be using that I've magnetized to swap them along later on. So just cleaning up our cut marks where we've removed the miniature from the sprue. Yeah, see there's join for this that I was not supposed to cut off, which I haven't cut off luckily. So there is supposed to be that kind of square there, which is where his arm meets up. Now check for mold lines as always. In this case I see one going up the side. Now they will generally always be in the same place, but the severity will depend on the casting. So you may get lucky and there may be next to no mold line there. You may have a bad cast and have a massive mold line that you've got to get rid of. There's kind of, yeah, no real consistency to it. It just depends on that particular mold and how long the mold, how old the mold is as well, since each mold only does a certain number of castings before it has to be remade. So it will always be in the same place though, because they use the same master to make all the molds. So that's the torso. Now we're going to go through. Now sometimes if I'm having struggle cutting through a piece, or what I'll actually do, which is what I did then, was I'll hold the knife in place and then I'll pull the piece away. And so hold the knife steady, pull the piece away. That way I'm not putting the force on the knife, and so when it goes through it doesn't stab into my thumb. Just a little tip that may or may not be useful. Alright, clean that up. Clean his leg. Now I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so we'll need to do a little bit of green stuffing where this leg joins in. But apart from that, we're set, and where the arms. So, first off, a bit of our handy Tamiya cement. Now, I will show you. So every time I dip in, wipe the brush off on the edge. You don't need a lot. Place the leg in with the angled side facing towards the cloth. And in this case it will sit in smoothly. Just need to wiggle it around until you find the right spot. Like that. This is how, like, this is probably the easiest one to do of them all. So just very careful. The only awkward thing with these is since they're almost entirely bare flesh, you want to be careful you don't get glue in that where you don't want it. Now, if there are any little gaps, like there's a small one in the shoulder there where I cleaned off a little bit too much plastic, that's fine. We'll be going back in and tidying up that whole join later on with a little bit of green stuff to make sure it doesn't look like a Barbie doll. But yeah, alright, I'll zoom back out again, I'll stick him to his base, and we'll get ready for the next one. Kind of doing, I don't think anyone will really need help with this one, but we're doing it for the sake of having all of them there just in case. Alright, so stick him about there. Now for their basing, before I prime them, I am gonna do the bases with just some plain sand, I think. Very simple. Now he is slightly off-center to the right, that's deliberate, as his body, with his outstretched pose, keeps the overall model more centered. Again, I know it's hard to explain, but basically, you know, because his arms, like I guess the overall profile is centered, not the body itself, but the profile of the model. I think that's the best way of explaining it. But yeah, leave them on there. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, maybe find it useful. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.